Good morning. Good morning. Today is Monday, the first day of March. We're into March. You know what this coming Sunday is going to mark? The first Sunday of 2020 was the last time we met at the Brooklyn Tabernacle. But let's not talk about that because other people are listening today from around the country, and I understand the world who are studying the Bible with us. Thank you for kind notes that have been sent to me, emails saying you're enjoying this. And I thank God if I could be a help to any of you. Encouragement. We got to encourage each other as long as it's called today, lest anybody be hardened by the deceitfulness of sin. Sin is a trip once it gets its roots in there. So we're learning now about the church in Smyrna. And yesterday we learned, on Friday, Jesus said, I know about the slander. You're being slandered of those who say they are Jews and are not, but are a synagogue of Satan. Do not be afraid of what you are about to suffer, I tell you. Not I'm going to deliver you. No, don't be afraid of what you will suffer. Not don't be afraid of what you have suffered. No, don't be afraid of what you are about to suffer. I mean, this flies in the face of all triumphant Christianity. I put my foot on the devil and I take thing. No, if we suffer with him, we'll reign with him. And nowhere here does Jesus talk about deliverance except in a final deliverance, as we're going to see. So they were under the gun, and he said, you have suffered, and you're going to suffer more. And there's not a hint of, but I'm going to rescue you like in the movies. Here comes the cavalry. See, that's real life, real Christianity. But because we're involved in selling Christianity, our culture, we got to make it look good so people will I'll buy into that. Every time I'm in trouble, I don't have to go through it. I just say a prayer, and within 1 hour, I am out of that trouble. Tell that to the Christians in the underground in China. Tell that to believers meeting almost in secret in the Middle East. Tell that to the Christians who were victims of the Spanish Inquisition because they wanted to read the Bible in their own language. They were tormented. No, it all ends well, but not in the kind of ending like here on earth, the way we want it to be. We're so earthly minded that this is hard for us to read. I know what you're about to suffer. I tell you, the devil will put some of you in prison to test you, and you will suffer persecution for 10 days, for some testing period of time. Don't be afraid about what you're going to suffer. I tell you, how could God permit the devil to put some of you in prison to test you? Because God can permit the devil to put some people in prison to test us. Hardship and affliction is a testing ground for us. As I say these words, I wish I had more power. Are you getting it like I'm getting it? Because that's not what I heard growing up. Or you watched a televangelist. Hi. Something good is going to happen to you today. Receive that miracle. God does bless us daily. God does perform miracles, but it's a little bit more complex than that. Witness the pandemic. So Satan is about to put some of you in prison, and he's saying, I'm not going to lift a finger to test you, and you will suffer persecution for 10 days. So, this is the hard part of this letter, because the Lord is saying, I'm the Alpha and the Omega. I have all power, but you're going to be tested. So let's go to right now today and not be as dramatic as Smyrna. Has the pandemic not tested us? Has it been easy? How about comfortable? You'll be tested for 10 days. There's an end to it. Nothing's forever except Jesus. Testing. My mother was tested with an alcoholic husband for 22 years. She was led by God to hang in there. She stood the test. God delivered him. The last 10, 11 years of his life, he lived sober with her, in peace. Life has tests in it, doesn't it? Can you stand the test? She that endures to the end. You don't endure anything except a test. You know, when someone's going to go to Disney World, they don't go, can you stand the test? Although that is a test to me. Waiting on those lines, like later. I can't do it. But you know what I'm saying. You're going to go to the best steakhouse. You're going to Peter Luger's, meals on me, and I hope you can stand the test. No, that's not a test. That's a great meal. But then there are afflictions and difficulties. Are we going to cut bait and stop trusting Jesus? We're going to deny him? Where's God when I need him? Or, I know in whom I have believed. You know, that famous picture of Paul and Silas at midnight in prison after being flogged for doing nothing wrong. They were singing. They endured that test. And these people were going to endure a test. Life has some tests. Now, it might never come to you or me the way it did to them, but don't make fun of them. And never make fun of people who are going through things because you don't understand it. God deals differently with everyone. I remember the terrible day when a late friend of mine, well-known preacher, good preacher, his wife had undergone like 7 cancer surgeries and was not doing well physically for a while. Some of these two-bit faith teachers were saying, well, I don't know what's wrong with his wife, but if she had faith, she wouldn't be having all those surgeries. Oh, be quiet. How silly is that? How cruel is that? I know about one of those faith teachers back in that day. He got sick and went to the hospital when he was in prime of life. Did you know he had to use a secret name, going under an alias, because he couldn't let anybody know that he was in the hospital, because then they would say, where's your faith? Is there sin in your life? Why are you in the hospital? The dude is in the hospital because he is sick. No, he's not. I don't receive that. Receive it. He's in the hospital. It's 104. Receive it. It says it. Oh, I'm so happy that he's the God of the good times and the bad times. He's faithful. He's either going to bring us out or he's going to bring us through. Blessed be the name of the Lord. Have a great day.